Namaskar. In today's Swayam Prabha session, we are going to talk about digital technology for everyday use. The objective of this session are to learn how digital technology has become an integral part of our everyday lives and has affected the way we connect. What common digital technologies are available for common people and how to use them safely and effectively. The learners would know that evolution of information technology or digital technology has revolutionized the way societies work. It is a revolution. Digital technology comprises of tools and systems that use computers and the internet and aims to connect people, information and services. So, technology is basically linking these three important things: people, information and services. And how do we do that? Smartphones, computers and laptops, various software applications and other apps, special apps which are also basically software programs which facilitate online services including banking, commerce, education, enterprise management and health. One can have an idea about how things are changing by the digital technology. Today over 60% of the global population is online, means they are connected or hooked to the digital devices through internet. Digital skills have become as important as reading and writing. Today even children, small children, they somehow find it easy to relate to digital devices and to work on software, primarily because they have been designed in such a manner so as to assist a common person, a common man to use them. Then rapid growth in mobile and internet users is also a major change that has happened. For your information, India's internet user base has reportedly reached 95 crores by March 2024 and crossed 97 crores in just 1 year by end of March 2025. This is driven by its growth in rural areas, increase in broadband connectivity and through government's special initiatives like Digital India and BharatNet. How it has impacted our daily lives? First, communication and connectivity have been revolutionized. Digital technologies enable instant connections worldwide through email, video call, social media and messaging. There are apps like WhatsApp, Facebook and so many social media platforms are available which have connected millions and millions of people with each other in real time. Now, organizations have also been affected. Digital technologies have streamlined the tasks of people and enhanced the remote collaboration through online platforms, facilitated remote working, increased the efficiency, enhanced productivity through better controls and of course, education, it has been affected. Digital technologies provide access to online learning and huge resources are available on these platforms. Access to e-commerce and shopping, it has really changed the way markets work. There is a emergence of huge organizations like Amazon, eBay who are doing this and they have become very huge corporations. Health is affected because digital technology supports healthcare management and provides access to healthcare. Information access has been revolutionized because the access is instant. Current events can be known immediately. The moment things are happening, people come to know what has happened in the world. Entertainment, digital platforms offer a wide array of entertainment like live and recorded music, movies, video games and other creative contents. Arts, digital arts are available. Just talk of the transformative capabilities of digital technologies. Personalized experience, artificial intelligence and its evolution in recent past has made the data-driven technologies deliver personalized content and services to people. User engagement has been enhanced, the experience is highly personalized. Then digital system automate the daily tasks from navigation and bill payment to complex processes in work environment. Most of the listeners might be using Google Maps for reaching to various destinations, finding out how much time will it take for me to reach to a particular destination, getting directions. There are so many things. Then global collaboration. Digital technology fosters collaboration on a global scale, allowing individuals and organizations and teams to work together effectively towards common goals regardless of their location. It has tremendous impact on healthcare. Telemedicine, robotics, minimally invasive surgeries, they have become modernized, more effective, safer, with better access to even remote locations. These are things which were not possible maybe 10 or 20 years earlier. People in the remote areas, especially northeast, they were not getting access to healthcare. Now telemedicine has made it very easy. Through robotics, a surgeon sitting in the city can operate in an operation theatre several hundred kilometers away. These are revolutions possible only through digital technology. Electronic health records. These have the ability to store patient related information including text, images, audio and video in one single digital format. That means one can have his ECG, X-ray, endoscopy report, lab reports, etc. and doctor's clinical notes, discharge slips, everything in one record. And this record is easy to store because there is no paper involved. So, the medical record rooms, which used to be huge buildings, are reduced to just a server room. There is a rapid advances in medical imaging, medical resonance imaging or MRI, CT scan, digital X-rays, PET scan, positron emission tomography. These advances have made a strong dent on medical diagnostics and treatment. Today it is very easy for a person to get scanned for diseases like cancer, infections, chronic infection like tuberculosis and so on and so forth. Then hospital information management systems are not only integrating the various departments of a hospital, they are also connecting the hospitals with each other. It has become very easy for the doctors to give advice to a patient who is sitting or lying elsewhere in another hospital. We have a radiology information system in which all the images of X-ray department are kept in digitized form in a standardized format. They can be transferred from one area to another area, from one country to another country without loss of quality, and one can get a report from an expert sitting in America in real time. So, all these things have made the operations fast, efficient and paperless and with very reduced cost. So, if a hospital invests in radiology information system today, it is worked out that in within 3 to 4 years, the entire investment will be recouped only through saving of the X-ray films. A wide variety of digital devices are being used by people like smartphones, laptops, tablets, smart watches, desktop computers and smart home devices. In fact, there is hardly any device now left in a common household that cannot be smart. We have the technology called Internet of Things, which uses embedded sensors, software and other technologies to connect and control all these digital devices to enhance comfort of a modern living. The common devices like digital camera, smart TVs, e-readers and many kitchen appliances such as microwave ovens and dishwashers can also be connected so that they can be used better. One can program these things sitting in his office, one can access them from any remote location. Now, with these facilities, there are certain challenges also they have come along with these facilities, and hacking is one thing which can always cause a lot of problem. So, one must use his device and his account on such devices very securely. So, it is important to use strong password and multi-factor authentication. Now, strong password means that you have a unique password which is not easy for anybody to know. It should contain not only alphabets, but numerical numbers and special characters also. Preferably it should not be less than 8 letters. Multi-factor authentication means that in addition to passwords, another layer of protection is added, say like using OTP. So, when you do banking, after logging in with your password, before every transaction the banking app will ask you to file an OTP which is sent to you on your personal mobile number. So, such multi-factor authentication has made the transaction safer. Then we must install and download the various apps from authentic sources. So, apps like Apple App Store or Google Play, etc., they have their own mechanism of ensuring that unscrupulous apps are not provided on their platform to the users. One should keep the software and operating system updated through patches of security. These can be downloaded and most of the software automatically download these security patches and improve their protection. Enable device lock and remote features. Again, for this you must use strong PIN, password or a biometric lock. You can use a biometry also for logging in. Then a firewall. If you are using your laptop or your desktop, then use a firewall which is a software and that blocks the unwanted network traffic and malicious software. When you are using data, it is important that you back it up regularly. All your personal and sensitive data should be saved on a secure location to ensure that it can be recovered in case data is lost or get corrupted. Encrypt the sensitive data. Use encryption features to scramble sensitive data, making it unreadable to the unauthorized individuals. Apps like common social welfare, networking apps like WhatsApp, they encrypt all communication between one person and another person so that the third party cannot access them. Be wary of public Wi-Fi. Avoid transmitting sensitive information or having financial or banking transaction on public Wi-Fi networks because they are prone to hacking and they are generally not very safe. It is important that people using digital technology have a responsible online behavior. Believe oneself to be ethical and a responsible member of an online community, just as we all do and act offline. We should be aware that whatever we do online, it always leaves a digital footprint or digital trace that can be used and it can impact our personal or professional lives. Present a truthful and positive online identity to prevent risks associated with online personas and identify threats. Ethical conduct. Engage in honest, empathetic and respectful interactions. Avoid deception, fraud and manipulation in an online communication. India has its own act under which such illegal activities are punishable. So, one should be careful in using, especially when we are dealing and handling public networks or we are using social networks. In health institutions also, one has to be very careful, both for the patients as well as for the health providers. The health providers must protect the patient's privacy or his specific sensitive data while maintaining good professional practices. Patients' health data should be kept secure in a hospital information management system, preferably encrypted, and hospital policy in this regard should be strictly followed. Security concerns, if any, should be promptly reported to designated authority of the hospital. It is important for people to know that maintaining safety of the patient data is now the responsibility of the hospitals. So, the hospital have to invest in digital technology and safety of these technologies so that Under no circumstances, patient data is disseminated to unauthorized people. A word about safe online banking and payments. One should use UPI, net banking, credit cards and mobile wallet, but strictly follow the instruction of the service provider bank. Always double check the account numbers where you are sending your money. Please do not share OTPs or passwords. As has already been stated that password have to be very unique, and one should not share the password or OTP with anybody. Never click on shared links from unknown sources nor follow instructions from a stranger. Never use public Wi-Fi for net banking and use official apps only, especially if you have to download any app or you have to upgrade your app. Please make sure that you are getting it from the right source. Now, digital learning. One can learn new skills online through digital technology. There are portals like YouTube where such information is easily available. People have freedom to upload anything they like, and people have the choice to see what they want to see. One can attend webinars and online classes. One can use digital encyclopedia, digital libraries. Wikipedia, you are all aware, has been a source of information for everyone. Many such sites are available where people can get information. Then artificial intelligence has come up in a big way, and it is affecting the way we use the digital technology because it supports access to information. There are tools like ChatGPT, Gemini and many more through which one can take help in writing, in creating presentations, in asking information. Then one can stay updated with news, world events, world economy, stock news and trends in real time online. One can join professional chat groups or community of professionals through digital technology. Again, it may be a repetition, but remember, cyber security basics are essential. Use strong unique passwords, enable two-factor authentication, avoid suspicious links and attachments, keep antivirus updated. Even at the cost of repetition, it is important that the learners have this take-home message. Digital etiquettes. One should be respectful in online communication, avoid spamming or trolling. Spamming means that I keep sending unwanted messages or information or images or emails to people who do not want it, and trolling means that I criticize or oppose or make comments, negative comments about some other people. It is not good etiquette. One must verify the facts before sharing a particular image or view or video with anybody else. Treat others as you would like to be treated yourself in person. One should block spams and unwanted callers. And in case you face something abnormal, some crime is committed, if you feel that you have been cheated, there is a helpline number, cyber helpline number 1930, and there is a portal called National Cyber Crime Reporting Portal, which can be used if required. So, in the end, let us summarize. Digital technology has become an integral part of citizens' lives and has affected the way they connect, learn, shop, bank and work. Organizations, governments have become users as well as providers of digital technologies. With benefits, some risks and responsibilities also come, and people must use the digital devices securely. Digital learning and ability to use digital devices, apps and AI driven resources are one of the important soft skills required for employability and efficient working across sectors. Thank you for your attention.